All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're out in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Yeah.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, September 14th, 2023. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Well, not too bad. Hanging in there. Just watching our Reds lose right now. Or have been.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't get off to a real good start today.
No. Well, the first 5 innings they were held with no hits.
Hopefully they can. And this is a game that'd been nice to win too. Finish out a sweep. But they're still right there competing for that last wild card spot. So hopefully they can.
Yep.
But also, I'm under the kind of the feeling that you got to be able to win. You got to be able to win these games against the lower level teams, and especially when you're in a wild card race.
Yep.
And you got a little bit easier schedule than what some of the other teams do. You got to take advantage of that, which they were able to the last couple nights, but so far today they haven't been able to.
They've been struggling. I mean, with their pitching because of they had COVID, they've had injuries. Today was a bullpen game. So, I mean, they've struggled with that. I'm hoping they can get the rotation fixed the best they can over the next, whatever they got left, a week and a half, 2 weeks left, and put their best out there, hopefully.
Well, we will definitely see. All right. Glenn says Rachel Armstrong, top 500 PWI, baby.
Yep, 469. That's pretty cool.
Was there anybody else from Indiana that was on there?
I just seen our good friend Walter complaining that Mercer didn't make it, and a few others didn't make it. Dex World didn't make it. Harry Alexander didn't make it. He was pretty upset. Let's just say that.
He's pretty upset.
Yeah, Gaston LaRue got on and was disappointed. I guess he was mentioned. I don't know, maybe honorable mention or something, but disappointed he didn't make it. He wasn't complaining. He just said hopefully he'll be good enough to make it next year. Other people's got different takes. I know a promoter said it's a work magazine. It's a work about a work sport. So why are you getting upset? That type of thing. I think it's great to be recognized. It's also weird. It's a June to June look at. So a lot of people, they get upset. Well, this guy's been doing this the last 3 months. Well, the last 3 months really didn't matter because it's June to June. So it just, I think it's cool to be recognized. It's interesting. The top three were former Shield members. Seth Rollins 1, Roman Reigns 2, John Moxley 3. Gunther was 4. The one dude we had seen before, the luchador guy, Vicino was 5, which I thought was a little high personally. MJF was 6, Okada 7, Orange Cassidy 8, Josh Alexander 9, which I thought was weird because he missed the last 6 months. But and then Cody Rhodes was 10. Cody Rhodes' sister got very upset and posted something online that anybody knows anything about wrestling knows he's the best wrestler in the world, and she was all upset. But again, Cody missed quite a bit of time too because he didn't come back till right before the Royal Rumble, so he got hurt. He missed 4, 5, 6 months time. I'm sure the money Cody Rhodes makes will make up for not for just being number 10. Who would you be your number 1? I would say Roman, except Roman's not on TV enough.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's probably Roman, just because as long as he's been champion and everything, and this dominant. I mean, the bloodline story has been the dominant story for a while now.
Yeah, I think
I do get that he's not on TV every week.
One guy too, Gunther, breaking the Intercontinental Championship, 400 some days, and as dominant he's been. I think you can make an argument for him being 1. The workhorse that Seth Rollins is 2, but he just got the championship, so it's kind of hard to count that championship run that he's on right now because he just got that. Got to give MGF some credit. MGF's on TV a lot, but mostly talking. He's only got 1 or 2 more title defenses than Roman Reigns, so it's hard to put him over Roman. So.
Yeah, but AEW don't have no part-time guys. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Orange Cassidy's been a workhorse too, but that's the more mid-card guys. So it's interesting. It's fun to talk about, but it really don't, matter a lot. A lot of people.
I read a thing yesterday that AEW is better than WWE because AEW has no part-time guys, and AEW wrestlers are a whole hell of a lot better at promos than WWE guys.
Yeah, I read that too. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Most of them can't even do promos, but
most of the ones that do promos for AEW, where'd they learn how to do promos at?
Yeah, the ones that do promos, other than MJF.
Yeah, where'd they learn how to do promos at?
Christian. Yeah, Moxley. Also, a big breaking kind of story. Jade Cargill, AEW. Rumor is that she's wrestled the last match for AEW and is heading for WWE. And that's kind of crazy. So we'll see if that ends up being a true story.
Glenn said they sold out Wembley. What are you talking about?
Well, there's a story about that too. The Wembley and the city, that city is saying that the turnstiles only run in 71,000 people. The turnstiles don't lie. And then somebody said, well, yeah, but they still sold 83,000 tickets. Just 12,000 people didn't show up. Now, 12,000 people would buy tickets and wouldn't go. That don't make no sense. That damn sure don't make no sense. No, do people buy tickets and don't show sometimes because things happen? Okay. 12,000 people? No. But Tony Khan he wouldn't elevate the numbers. Only WWE would do that.
Yeah.
Well, I know they was in Cincinnati last night, and I don't think they had 2,500 people. Bully Ray was talking about it and on his show last night after AEW. And he said they got to do something to try to fix things here in the States because he said that's what matters. He said what they did over in England's awesome, but
yeah, they're going the opposite direction over here.
I don't know what they do to fix it. They've tried. They've run in names that didn't work. I don't know.
I, I think they need to change it up a little bit and quit catering just toward one group of people. And I think that would help.
I think it would help, but I don't know if it would help enough to really make a difference. Do you think bringing? Let me ask you this: you think if Roman Reigns went there right now and worked a full schedule, you think that he could have that kind of?
I think so because a lot of people, instead of hating on Roman, they would love Roman just because he's not with WWE anymore.
Can you think of any other name going there that would make a difference?
But I say that, but also I don't know because I mean, hell, they got Daniel Bryan and all them guys that really didn't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a guy out there that will really make a difference. There's a man out there named Becky Lynch who made a big difference on NXT. They got their biggest audience since 2020, and when her match started, they was just under 1 million, and when it finished with an 8-minute run over, it was over almost 1,000,001 watching, and had one of the highest ratings they've had. Like I said, since 2020.
Glenn said Tony Khan wouldn't lie to us.
I think Tony Khan's on coke and don't know what he's talking about half the time. But what do I know?
Oh, Reds are getting killed now.
Are they?
8-1.
Crap.
8th inning. But all right, some baseball. Don't got a real big slate of games today. A lot of the baseball games played were early day games today. Do got Thursday night football game tonight in NFL. Looked like there was one college game tonight as well. But in baseball right now, you have the Reds and Tigers are playing. Tigers are up 8-1. Red Sox are up 1-0 over the Yankees in the 6th inning. Marlins are up 2-1 over the Brewers in the 5th inning. My first game for today is going to be the Texas Rangers at the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 154 on the money line. Rangers are plus 130 on the money line. Over-unders at 7.5 runs. The Rangers are 81-64 on the season, 36-34 on the road. They will have Evaldi on the mound tonight, who's 11-6 with a 3.16 ERA. Blue Jays are 80-66 on the season, 38-33 at home. On the mound for the Blue Jays is Gosman, who is 10-7 with a 3.07 ERA. I like the Rangers here at the plus 1.5. I think giving the Rangers a 1.5, there's a pretty good value there. Rangers are starting to struggle a little bit. They just lost Scherzer yesterday, maybe for looks like at least at least the rest of the regular season. But they didn't sound like they were very hopeful that he'd be able to return in the playoffs if they hold on to make the playoffs. They're battling for that second wild card spot right now after leading that division most of the season. Yep. They've had some problems with pitchers staying healthy, and losing Scherzer. That's going to be a big deal. But I do like the Rangers tonight with Evaldi on the mound. Next game for me is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays at the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore is a 1.5 run favorite at home. They're minus 138 on the money line. The Rays are plus 118 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Rays are 90-57 on the season, 40-32 on the road. On the mound for the Rays is Savali. Savali is 7-3 with a 2.96 ERA. Baltimore is 91-54 on the season, 43-28 at home. They will have Bradish on the mound tonight, who's 11-6 with a 3.03 ERA. I think it's going to be a good game. I like Baltimore here at home on the money line at the minus 138. Then you have the Minnesota Twins at the Chicago White Sox. The Twins are 1.5 run favorites. On the road, they are minus 196 on the money line. The White Sox are plus 164 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9 runs. The Twins are 76-70 on the season, 33-38 on the road. On the mound for the Twins tonight is Maeda, who is 4-7 with a 4.65 ERA. The White Sox are 56-90 on the season, 29-42 at home. They'll have Urena on the mound tonight, who is 0-5 with an 8.46 ERA. I like the Twins here on the money line. And then my last game of the night is going to be San Francisco Giants at the Colorado Rockies. The Giants are 1.5 run favorites on the road, minus 250 on the money line. The Rockies are plus 205 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 10 runs. Giants are 75-71 on the season, 32-39 on the road. They will have Webb on the mound, who's 10-12 with a 3.40 ERA. The Rockies are 53-92 on the season, 31-39 at home. They will have Anderson on the mound, who's 0-5 with a 6.49 ERA. I like the Giants at the minus 1.5. The Giants are the better baseball team and have the better pitcher on the mound. So my MLB picks tonight: Rangers plus 1.5, Orioles money line, Twins money line, and the San Francisco Giants at the minus 1.5.
Okay, my parlay for Major League Baseball for tonight, I got Arizona money line over the Mets. I've got Tampa Bay at Baltimore. I'll take Baltimore money line. I got Texas at Toronto. I'll take Toronto money line, and I'll take San Francisco money line at Colorado. That's my parlay for Major League Baseball for tonight. Chris, what are you thinking about this football game tonight?
I think it's going to be a pretty good game. You have the Vikings and the Eagles. The Eagles are 6.5 point favorites at home, minus 270 on the money line. Over-unders at 48.5. I like the Eagles at the minus 6.5. I think the Eagles defense is going to be a little too much for the Vikings offense, especially after seeing the Vikings lose to a Tampa Bay team that I didn't think had a chance of beating Minnesota going into week 1. Don't get me wrong. I think the Vikings are capable of beating the Eagles, especially if Kirk Cousins if they don't turn the ball over. But to me, it's not even about Minnesota's offense. It's more about Minnesota's defense. They had one of the worst defenses in the league last year. Didn't look like it was too much better in week 1. I know they brought in Brian Flores to try to help that defense. It was only 1 week, so you can't take too much from it. But from what I saw in week 1 and the way their defense was last year, I just don't know if their defense is going to be able to slow down this Eagles offense. The Patriots was able to slow down the Eagles offense, but the Patriots, I think, have a better defense than what the Vikings do. It's going to be interesting, but I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles at the minus 6.5.
I agree with you. I'm going with Philadelphia minus the 6.5 too. Yeah, I'm not sold on Minnesota. I think game might be close for a while, but I think Philadelphia will beat them by about 10 points.
If Minnesota would have played a little bit better last week, I might be on Minnesota, but that defense scares me. But I mean, if you look at the Eagles, they jumped out on New England pretty quick, up 16-0. And after that, New England had chances to win that game. So, but it's going to be interesting. But I think the Eagles have the better offensive line and the defensive line. I think the Eagles are going to be able to control the line of scrimmage, and that's usually where games are won in the NFL is at the line of scrimmage.
I just seen a stat that I wasn't aware of just about NFL. I know the Bengals looked terrible last week, but I didn't realize that their quarterback, since coming into the league, was 1-5 against the Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah, he's not played. He's not had a lot of success against Cleveland.
I didn't realize that, man.
Yeah, I knew he hadn't had a lot of success. I didn't realize it was that bad until I think I saw it yesterday. But
I think he's only averaged like 16 points a game against Cleveland. So Cleveland kind of got his number a little bit.
Because even last year, later in the season, when they played the the Browns hung around with the Bengals. Bengals had trouble beating them. So yeah, but you have teams like, I mean, you get teams like that no matter how good you are and how good they are, it seems like it's always a real good game. College football tonight, you have Navy against Memphis. Memphis is a 13.5-point favorite at home, minus 520 on the money line. Navy is plus 385 on the money line. Over-unders at 47.5. I'm going to go with Memphis at the minus 13.5. I think they're going to have too much offense for Navy. Navy's one of them teams that basically all they do is run the ball. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm going to go with Memphis at the minus 13.5. We didn't have a show yesterday, but my picks on Tuesday were 4-2. Monday's picks were like 5-0. So I've had a good week so far.
I was 3-2.
My picks are 503 and 385 on the year. So still moving in the right direction here. So that's a good thing now, especially now we're getting into middle or starting to get into the heart of the football season. We're got a lot more picks coming out with the NFL and college football going on. So my picks for tonight: Rangers in Major League Baseball, Rangers plus 1.5, Orioles money line, Twins money line, Giants minus 1.5. NFL, I'm taking the Eagles minus 6.5 over the Vikings, and in college football, I'm gonna take Memphis at the minus 13.5 over Navy. Did you have anything else before we get out of here for today?
No, I don't think so. Do we? Tomorrow, I know we'll be doing NFL picks and some college picks and baseball. We're going to do UFC.
I mean, we can. I haven't even looked at it, but we can.
Okay.
Also, don't forget tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, will be airing WCWO Under the Stars. Took place last month in Mooresville, Indiana. It was a great show.
Yes.
Be airing that tonight. YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at 7 p.m. Eastern at Gonzo's Sports Room and at the All Sports All Plays Network. So make sure you check that out this evening. You won't be disappointed. Featuring Al Snow. You got the Soul Shooters on there. Dex Royal, Rachel Armstrong,
yeah.
who's in the PWI Top 500.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, highlight reel. I mean, great card. Ladies man Mike King as a ring announcer. So you get to see a little bit of everything in the on that show.
Really good show.
So check that out tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Also check out the All Sports All Plays Network. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all social media. But we appreciate everybody joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Give out our picks for this weekend's NFL games, college football games, probably some UFC as well, and Major League Baseball as we're getting into the heart of the playoff races. But hope everybody has a great Thursday night, and we'll see you guys on Friday.